Alright guys, so we will start our exam. So please finish that 100 item exams within 4 hours. Okay?
What? 4 hours for what? For 100 items?
Yes, you don't know?
Oh, I don't know that.
Alright. Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In this episode, we will be discussing exam updates for 2022. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, feel free to do so. I am a medical coder, auditor, teacher, and your friend. I am the medical coding guy. Most of you must have received this news last December of 2021. There's a lot of speculations ongoing for the recent update. There are some changes our future coders and examiners need to be aware of. These are the things that we will be learning for today. Number 1, which exams are going to change? Number 2, major changes for the CPC exam. Number 3, topics breakdown. I'll be giving you the topics one by one and how many items you will be having for those topics. Number 4, what are my thoughts and opinions for this recent update? Number 5, last but not least, it's going to be frequently asked questions for this recent updates. Alright, but before we start, I just have a simple disclaimer. Okay, since I'm recording this before any future changes might be applied or happen, please take note that the comments and suggestions I will be making here are purely based on my opinion, alright? And it's always the best interest for you, for the student, or for anyone who will be taking the exam this 2022 onwards to contact Aapc directly. So let's now start. Which exams are going to change? Again, most of you are wondering, is it only the CPC exam? What about specialty exams? What about those CPC holders already that wants to take the CPMA, CRC, CDEO? There you have it. So effective January 2022, according to the Aapc update, I'm not saying all, most of the exams, including the CPC, COC, CRC, CPMA, CDI, CDEO, CPCO, and other specialty exams are going to be for 100 questions to be answered within 4 hours. That's right. So from 150 questions before, that's answerable within 5 hours and 40 minutes. That was very long and tough. Imagine, I took my exam before, I took my CPC exam, sitting for 5 hours and 40 minutes. But now, it's going to be for 4 hours for 100 questions. Does it sound good? Let's find out later, okay? Again, the good thing about this news is not only the CPC exam will be affected, but also your other certifications. But there's an exception for those. Alright, so as you can see in the second section here, you have the CIC exam that they will reduce as well the number of questions to, I guess it's 60 questions. Now it's down to 40 questions with 7 case scenarios. But still, same timing. That's going to be for 4 hours. For your CPB and CPPM, however, so you will be having 135 questions for each exam for CPB and CPPM to be answered within 4 hours. So again, technically speaking, the major updates for this examinations from Aapc is going to be reduced timing and also reduced number of questions. I'll be posting the white paper below, so at least you can see why Aapc has done this. So it was clearly explained in the white paper. They have done some psychometric analysis, alright, and explained there really carefully why there's a need for this change and why they will be changing the examination from 150 items down to 100 question in a shorter limit of time. But technically, I'm not saying it's shorter period of time for 4 hours, but you will be getting some additional seconds per question. If you will be dividing this per question, 100 question divided by 4 hours, or yeah, vice versa, 4 hours for 100 question, it's going to be like the additional number of seconds compared to the previous exam version. Okay, so that's going to be the major changes for the upcoming exams for this 2022. Okay, so what else? So as I've mentioned before, it was 150 items within 5 hours and 40 minutes, but now it's 100 items within 4 hours. So those are the major changes, especially for the CPC exam. Okay, because most of my viewers, I guess, are looking for a way how to be a medical coder by taking, for me, my opinion, the best certification out there for becoming a medical coder, which is the CPC exam. Okay, so by the way, just an addition for this one. Again, you might wonder whether the online exam will be affected, because we all know that there are different types of exam when it comes to the CPC currently. We have live in-person exam and also the online exam. So both are going to be the same when it comes to the number of items. That's going to be 100 items each. But the difference is going to be the online exam, you need to take it into two parts. So let's say, for example, you want to take your part A February 1st, and then the other part, let's say February 3rd. But you can take it, concurrently during the same day or different days. It's up to you. So part A, before it was 75 items, so technically half of 150 items, but now it's going to be 50 items each part A and part B. The good thing about now, it's going to be shorter. So it's going to be, for each part, there's going to be like 2 hours. 2 hours part A, 2 hours for part B. Okay, but for live in-person exam, it's going to be for 4 hours for 100 items. Same passing grade of 70%. So before, there's, you need to have like 105 items raw score for your raw score for the 150 questions. That's 70%. But still, for 100 items, it is going to be 70% or 70 total raw score. Okay, so that's going to be it for your major changes for the CPC exam and for the online exam. Next is going to be the topics breakdown. Okay, so I'll be providing you each of the topic, all right, and what's going to be the number of items you need to study or prepare for yourself. Okay, all right. So first is your 1000 series or 10,000 series rather. That's in integumentary system. So it's for the skin, hair, and nails procedure. You need to study here repair, all right, destruction codes for the skin, etc. All right. So that's going to be for 6 questions. Before it's 10 questions, now it's reduced to 6. 20,000 series musculoskeletal, that is 6 questions. 30,000 series respiratory and cardio, those are 6 questions as well, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, all of the surgical section of your CPC exam, from 10 questions before, now it's down to 6 questions. So again, that's going to be good news for people who hate cardiovascular or musculoskeletal. Yeah, let's continue. Radiology, the 70,000 series, that's 6 questions. Path and lab, that's 80,000 series, 6 questions. Anesthesia, that's 4 questions. One of my favorite, as a student before, because this contains one of the shortest and the easiest question. I'm not saying, it's for me, just in case. Medicine section, that's 6 question. Coding guidelines, please be careful for this one. It contains 7 questions, so it's a little bit more than the predecessors here. You also have ICD 10CM, that's 5 questions. For coding guidelines, you can either get ICD guidelines here, I guess, or your CPT guidelines, okay? Anything about the coding guidelines. You also have anatomy and med term, 4 questions each. So if you're weak with the anatomy and medical terms, please make sure to study this area because you will get a total score of 8 points for this. All right? Evaluation and management, that's going to be for 6 questions as well. All right? HICPICS, that's 3 questions. One of the easiest topics as well. Compliance is going to be for 3 questions. Coding cases, so this is a little bit new. All right, I might provide you a little bit of a sneak peek for some coding cases or coding scenarios in the future. So right now, just expect that you will be getting long questions for this coding cases. So it might be the same with, I'm not pretty sure about this though. But anyways, I will update you in the future about this. But for now, expect any of the topics from this area, from the surgical area in the ICD section, or maybe in the anatomy section or medterm, to be included in your coding case studies. So that's going to be for 10 questions. It can be 1 question, 1 coding case study that has 3 questions. So just expect the unexpected for this one, okay? So just prepare yourself for this as well, all right? And that's it. Total of 100 items. So if you will be preparing for your upcoming exam, make sure to know your breakdown for the topics, okay? All right. So that's going to be it for this exam breakdown. We will now continue with my thoughts and opinion. First, I was surprised from the first time I heard the exam changes. My inbox got flooded with messages from my students and peers. Then, after that, I felt happiness because, you see, from from almost 6 hours of both taking the exam as an exam taker, or on the other side, when I, of course, if I'm proctoring the exam, I felt happiness because it will be beneficial for me for both sides, and also especially for you who will be taking the exam. So I felt happiness, but again, there's a little bit of feeling of being scared as well, because again, this is something new. But always remember, guys, that doesn't mean if it's new, it's always bad, right? Because again, we have to embrace changes, okay? Embracing the change does benefit us from improving ourselves as well. We need to accept that things like this will happen, okay? So that's going to be it. And for the last portion of this episode, for your frequently asked questions, comment down below for the questions that you want to ask for this recent updates. I will try my best to answer as much as I can, but please read the white paper below as well, so you will be knowing why and how AAPC has decided to have these changes, okay? So again, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, feel free to do so. I'll be posting more updates in the future. See you next time. Good luck with all of your future endeavors. And also for those who will be taking the exam, always remember, without knowledge, there is no power. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye-bye.